Satnam. Truth is my name. My name is also Melissa, and this is Sky, Sunday Kundalini Yoga. Welcome. Today we are doing a full Kriya for the lymphatic system. How do we put our filtration system of the body? It does not have its own pump. So in order to get this filtration system to work well and to clear out all of the detritus and debris and toxins and all the heaviness of things in our body, in our soul, in our mind that we don't want anymore, we need to either get massages all the time, which is one way, or exercise. And there are specific areas of the body that we can really focus on that will help boost the efficacy of the lymphatic system. So let's bring the heart into this. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, and we'll tune in with our Om Namo Gurudev Namo, asking for protection and pulling on the golden chain of teachers and remembrance and gratitude for all that they have passed down, all these traditions, all these magnificent movements that help us in our day-to-day life. So let's take a few deep breaths in together. Looks like the sun's in my face a little bit. Hands at the heart center, eyes closed down, and focus at the brow point. Let's inhale deeply through the nose, straightening the spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. Shoulders come down as the crown goes up. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale again deep. We'll pull our bonds, our locks, starting with mul band, squeezing the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen squeezes up and in. This is our root lock, creating the base of our container to store this rising Kundalini energy. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale once more deep. And we'll pull neck lock, Jalandhar band, pulling the neck, the chin slightly back so the neck is in line with the spine. This is a position like you're driving a car and trying to hear the conversation in the back seat. Through the nose, exhale, and we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. Take just a moment to fill the space around you, to feel the space around you. Set your intention for today's practice. For me, it'll be clearing out. Through the nose, exhale, and bring the hands down to rest on the lap. Before we start the Kriya proper, we'll do a few warm-ups. We dive right into shoulder movements and twists, so I want to make sure the body is ready. And when I think of lymphatic drainage and lymphatic cleansing, for whatever reason, disco comes to mind. So I have some disco beats ready for us today. We'll throw ourselves right back into that 80s jazzercise kind of realm. Okay, so to this beat, let's go ahead and start moving the head on the shoulders. Ear to one shoulder, chin down. Ear to the other shoulder, chin down. Ear to the opposite shoulder, chin down. And we'll keep rocking in this half moon. You can take it slower. I'm just already feeling the beats. Starting with opening up the base of the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Before we take this all the way around, let's bring in the shoulders. So shrug up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Close the eyes and think Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, which means truth is my name. When we give the brain a mantra, it has little else really to focus on. And the mantra is an anchor that binds the breath with the movement, with the meditative mind. Good, and let's do full circles with those shoulders, up and around, to the back, and to the front. Let's make sure we get the legs stretched out at least a little. Spread them wide, right leg to the right, left leg to the left, and we'll pivot the body and lean over the right. Not very far because we're keeping the back straight, and then over the opposite leg. So we inhale, center, twist, exhale. Inhale, center, twist, exhale. Sat, nam, sat, nam. Just a little press here. Not worried about coming all the way down over the knee or anything at all. We're just warming up the hips, getting the spine ready to twist side to side. Good, come to the center and let's press the hands forward. A little bit of up and down. Sat, nam, not coming all the way down. Tiny bit, back is straight, neck is in neck lock, so that chin is in line, the neck is in line with the spine. Good. Okay. Feeling nice and loose, hopefully. Maybe give yourself a twist from side to side. The first movement is going to be spinal twists with the arms up and the hands at the base of the neck. You may or may not want to sit up on something. I'm going to sit just on the very edge of my meditation cushion for this first movement. So for this, again, arms are coming up and fingers are clasped at the neck, at the base of the spine, at the base of the neck, base of the head. And you're going to be inhaling in one direction, exhaling to center. Inhale in the other direction, exhale to center. So that's what it looks and sounds like. We can do it to the beat of the music, or you can take it slower, up to you. This is Kriya for the lymphatic system, move 1. Remember, with the lymph system, we have nodes throughout the body. Most of them are collected under the arms. We're going to be concentrating on this area today. Let's go ahead and begin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. Thinking sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Silently. This movement is very precise. Keep relaxing the shoulders. The shoulders keep coming down as the elbows keep reaching. Neck is in neck lock, crown of the head to the ceiling. Heart is lifted, heart is open. This is one of the longer exercises in the Kriya. So I don't want you to think that every exercise is going to be this long. But this one we do hold for about another 45 seconds. So stay with it. Thinking sat, nam, sat, nam. Inhale to the side, exhale, center. Inhale to the side, exhale, center. Inhale, other side. And continue. Excellent. And come to the center. Inhale deep. Engage Mula Bandha. Draw the energy up, 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 up. Through the nose, exhale. You can go ahead and let the hands float down to the lap. Take a moment here. Eyes closed. We rest between exercises in Kundalini Yoga. I wanted to read the description of that because it's so helpful. That movement helped remove tension from the shoulders and relax the muscles of the breasts. When the breast muscles are not relaxed, the stomach muscles are stressed. This causes fat to deposit around the abdomen. When the shoulder muscles are stretched, the supply of blood to the brain is regulated. So I thought that was important to know. I didn't know that tightness in the breast area could lead to gaining fat in the abdomen. So the next exercise is going to be a lifting and dropping of the knees. This helps us adjust the ankles and the knees. If you're on anything, go ahead and come off of it. We're supposed to do the movement rather quickly. So you're in this sort of crossed ankle position. You're going to be pushing your knees up and then letting them drop down. So, and it's very rapid. So as you can see this, I'm making this kind of fluid movement, inhaling knees up, exhaling, drop them down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's see what the beat of the music gives us for this one. Inhale, exhale. Here we go. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Nice and fast. Eyes are closed, focused at the brow point. Back is nice and straight. So keep sitting up, relaxing those shoulders, gently helping those knees come up a little further than you could bring them naturally. Let's let you get into it here. Sat Nam. Another 30 seconds. Stay with it. Keep fixing your posture, micro adjustments. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees up. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale deep. Engage Mula Bandha. Draw that energy up, 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 up. Keeping the eyes closed. Relax the posture. Relax your legs down. Relax your arms and hands down. Exhale. Engage Mula Bandha. And then inhale and exhale as you need. Taking a moment here to allow the effects of that exercise to sink in. Okay, next exercise. I'm just checking on my music. I didn't do, usually I tell you I prepare the Kriya all week, do it 4 or 5 times, or the meditation that we're doing. But when it comes to lymphatic drainage and actively working on the lymph system, we don't want to do it every day at all. In fact, if you can definitely overdo it, you can overdo it easily, and you'll know that you are overdoing it because your knees will swell, you'll feel maybe nauseous, yucky, more lackadaisical and lazier than normal. And so we really don't need to overdo this cleansing. When we're flushing the lymphatic system, we are flushing toxins into the body. So it's very important that we drink a lot of water and eat a lot of really clean, high fiber food so that we can work this stuff back out. So very important to flush after you've done a big lymphatic kind of workout. So that's why I might seem a little bit less prepared for this one. I just don't have it quite as memorized as usual. This one, we are going to be leaning back a little bit. Arms are as straight as possible. My elbows are hyperextended a little bit, so make sure that's not happening. I'm going to keep a micro bend in the elbows. You're going to lift the legs up, and as best you can, you're going to rapidly kick, 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 keeping those arms out and straight behind you. And we are only here for 1 minute. Begin. Kick, kick, kick. Kick, kick, kick. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Breathing is what it is. That faster breath might help you to support having the legs up. This exercise is for the lower spine. And we have a lot of lymph nodes behind the knees. So we're trying to make this movement initiate from behind the knees as much as possible. Woo, 20 more seconds. Stay with it. Eyes are closed. Focus at the brow point. Back and arms as straight as possible. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sit up straight. Inhale. Engage mole bonds. Draw the energy up. Exhale. I'm going to keep the same song for the next one. I'm going to come back up on my meditation cushion. And we're going to be, for the arteries, alternately palms out in front of you, arms out in front of you, palms up, hands open. Alternately, you're going to squeeze one hand into a fist and bring it into your chest and then jut it back out, and then the other arm. So you're not actually striking or touching your chest. This is up near the shoulders, actually, I should say. You're just coming very close in this alternating movement. Breathing as the hand opens, exhaling as it closes. So, okay. Just another minute here. Let's go ahead and begin. Again, eyes are closed and focus at the brow point. Excellent. Bring those arms into the chest. At the collarbone level, inhale deep. Eyes are closed. Hold and engage mole bond. Draw the energy up. Maintain the asana. Exhale. Engage mole bond again. And inhale, exhale as you need. Whew, taking a moment here. So the reason exercise helps the lymphatic system is because we're getting the heart to beat, and the heart beating and the blood flowing helps move the lymph as well. So opening the arteries helps the blood move more effectively, and you see the cascading sort of domino effect there. Okay, next posture or exercise is one of my favorites. It always makes me smile. Body drops. Okay, so on this one, you're going to be lifting up your body from a cross-legged, easy pose position, and then dropping it, dunking it back on the ground. So do this carefully. Obviously, if you've had any work done on your back, please be very gentle. This does not have to be a very hard drop, but if you're in really good physical shape, as far as not having had a lot of surgeries and stuff, go ahead and really let yourself thunk down, knock something loose. Make sure that you bite on your lower or on your back molars so that you're not biting anything else. And make sure that the neck is in neck lock, chin pressed back, so the head's not flopping around. It's not, you're controlling it by keeping it above your shoulders. Okay, the inhale is on the up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And we're supposed to do this rather rapidly. You'll either be pushing up from fists or from your fingertips. If your fingertips are that strong, it really depends on the length of your arm. And body drops, exercise the shoulders in a way that you can't normally exercise in day-to-day activities. And it's important that the shoulders are strong so that the mid-body can relax and stay in alignment. Oh, and it's already been a minute. Wow, okay. Just a couple more because they're so fun. Okay, go ahead and stop. Come up, hands on the knees or on the lap somewhere. Big inhale in through the nose. Hold, engage mole bond. Draw the energy up, 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 up. And out the crown of the head into infinity. When you're ready, through the nose, exhale. Engage mole bond again at the bottom. And then let everything relax. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, taking a moment to come out of that sympathetic system into the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest. We are constantly coming in and out or between these two systems, sympathetic, parasympathetic. So sympathetic being fight, flight, parasympathetic, rest and digest. And when we control how we move from one to the other, then out during yoga, and we're practicing, we're rehearsing for real life. So when we go out there into stress land, we can more easily bring ourselves back down and into a state of calm, even as the world around us is in its own form of chaos. Okay, now we're going to be shifting from side to side, leaning. So pick a side, inhale, exhale on the other side. Hands are on the knees. Go ahead and start. Spine is nice and straight. Neck is in neck lock and eyes are shut. Focus at the brow point. This is for digestion. We have a lot of lymph in the gut, in the large and small intestine. So exercising this area, stimulating the lymphatic nodes here in the digestive system to, again, clear all this out. "30 more seconds for these leans. Make sure that your abdomen is nice and tucked in. You will feel this in the obliques, the side muscles of your torso. Nice deep breaths. And come to the center. Inhale deep. Hold. Engage mole bond. Draw the energy up, up, up. Exhale through the nose. Engage mole bond again. And then let that go. Breathe normally. Take a moment here. Moving into the neck area where we have a lot of lymph nodes. We're going to be doing a systematic movement with the head and neck, with a systematic repetition of silent mantra. Sa, as the chin comes forward, head comes down. Ta, as the head goes back. So be gentle and careful with yourself, especially at first. Then back to neutral. Na to one side, neutral. Ma to the other side. So our Bij mantra for birth, Sa, Ta, life, Na, death, Ma, rebirth. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Make sure that your head travels back through neutral after every tilt. Okay, let's find the beat here. You can go slower than I'm suggesting and then the music's suggesting. It's up to you. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And continue at your own pace. Oh, that feels so good to me on the neck. And last one. Bring the head to neutral. Inhale, engage Mulband. Draw the energy up, crown of the head to the ceiling as the shoulders come down. Exhale through the nose, engage Mulband again. Relaxing the legs, relax the lower half of your body completely. And inhale, exhale when you need. Breathing normally here, eyes closed. Take another moment. We're now doing a lion lick, which is a variation on spinal flex. So as you come, actually I'm going to shake out my legs and change the cross of my legs to the other leg being in front. Hands are on the shins. And you're going to come forward, sniffing through the nose or breathing in through the nose. And as you come back, tongue comes out, and you make a sound, okay, as loud as you can, like kind of a disgruntled, I'm fed up, whatever this reminds you of. Inhaling normally through the nose, exhaling, tongue out, making a sound through the mouth. All right, here we go. And you can speed it up as your spine warms. Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. Lots of toxins living on the top of the tongue. And so these lion breath sort of exercises help invite those toxins to leave and be carried out on the tongue, off the tongue. And again, rinsed, flushed with a lot of water drinking. Notice I'm kind of speeding up as my spine warms. Again, pacing is all up to you. A few more. Good, and come up to neutral spine. Inhale deep. Through the nose, hold, engage Mulband, draw the energy up, 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 up the spine, out the crown of the head. Eyes are focused fiercely at the brow point. Through the nose, exhale, engage Mulband again. Complete stillness here. And inhale, exhale as you need. taking at least a small break between these exercises. Okay, the next one calls for squats, and it's a very expensive. That's a funny Freudian slip. For me, this could possibly be an expensive move. Okay, so it is a low squat all the way down, and then hands are on the knees, and the directions say to come up to just a half squat. So you do not come all the way up. You're just low, low, low to the ground, and then up halfway and down and up and down and up. So my knees are not going to do that today. The point of the exercise, per the description, is to maintain that it's important to maintain the elasticity of our knees. If our knees go out and we lose that flexibility, strength, and elasticity, then the rest of the body comes out of alignment. Truth. For me, I find that frogs are perfect for keeping my knees elastic and exercising the muscles around the knees that help support it. So I'm going to do frogs. You can do whichever you want. Low lunges, mini lunges, perhaps where you're standing all the way up and just coming down a little. It's completely up to you what variation of lunge or frogs that you want to do. But we are here for a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and begin. Okay, if you're going to join me with frogs, the heels come together and we're up on the toes. Fingertips on the ground, and we come down like this with the bum to the heels as close as possible. And the inhales up as the head comes down and looks at the knees. Exhale as the head looks forward. Eyes are closed if possible. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you can take these at whatever speed you like. You'll feel the muscles of the quads working, the muscles of the calves working. Okay, how are we doing? Take breaks when you need to, please. Whew, we have one more minute. Squats, frogs, changing them up between the two, up to you. I'm going to do 26 more frogs. Here we go. 6. And wherever you are, let's take a deep inhale, come up. And exhale as you sit down, legs out in front of you. We're going to begin pointing and flexing the toes. Ready? And sat, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Hands on the lap or to the knees. Eyes are closed. Bring that breathing back to normal through this exercise. Breathing in and out the nose, in, out. Moving the calf muscles here. The calf muscles, I just learned recently, are one of the only muscles that pump the blood back to the heart. So extremely important for circulatory system, to boost the lymphatic system. We need our calves. Frogs, I find, are also really good for the calves. That's another reason I really prefer them. Okay, a couple more feet flexes here. And let's come to the center with the toes up in the air. Inhale deep. Engage mole bond. See these vectors of energy coming up from the base of the spine, out through the crown of the head, shooting down the legs and out the soles of the feet into infinity. Exhale, engage mole bond again. And inhale, exhale, relax in whichever posture you wish, staying where you are or coming into easy pose. Take a moment here. And now for digestion again, and for the lymph located at the center of the body in that gut area. We're going to do Sufi grinds. Very specifically, the exercise calls for only going to the right. So make sure that you're rotating your upper torso, your upper body around the hips in a clockwise direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back at whatever speed you'd like. Head stays relatively still. This is about moving, traveling the heart as far forward, to the side, and to the back as it will go. And when we concentrate on the heart, everything below it moves more effectively. In this Sufi grind, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, hands on the knees. Couple more here. Okay. For the next part of the next exercise, I'm going to come sitting gently up on something. You're going to be moving your head from left to right pretty rapidly. Okay. So start really slow. Make sure your neck is up for this. And you can just keep it at this pace. If this is all you can do today and that's all you feel safe doing, that safety is key. It's the most important. If you're feeling like you can handle it, we're going to do a really vigorous shake of the head, left to right. Okay? Breath is what the breath is. Eyes are closed. Shaking up and loosening. Make sure you open your mouth a little and allow the jaw to loosen. This brings blood into the capillaries in the cheeks. And a wonderful, beautiful exercise for the lymph in the neck, at the jawline, behind the ears, and in the lower face. Plus, it just shakes the brain. And every once in a while, it's really good when you're feeling stuck, especially creatively. Shake, shake, shake. Redirect those neural pathways. You'll come up with something. Awesome. Okay, let's not get too dizzy. Whoa, bring the head to neutral. Make sure that you're sitting nice and straight with the crown of the head to the ceiling. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, and let's exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more big one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth. Massages that gag reflex to breathe like that. So if you're ever feeling a little nauseous, these moves in general, when we're working on clearing the liver or clearing the lymph system, again, not to be too repetitive, we are knocking a lot of shit loose inside of us, and it can make you feel really yucky. And so if the yuck is getting overwhelming, please stop, slow down, take a break. Your body's like, okay, understand what you're getting at, and that's enough for today. You know, you don't have to do this until you feel just horrible. The body understands what you're trying to do. Okay, so the next exercise, we're going to be flapping the hands backward and forward. Now, it's not any kind of random shake. It's fingers spread wide, flapping in towards, fingers flapping in towards the body and then out again. Okay, so in a left-right plane of motion here. Flap, flap, flap. Flap, flap, flap. Eyes are closed. Focus on the brow point. Breathing is what the breathing is. Do you hear rattling? It's just my bracelets. Great for the sciatic nerve. Make sure the shoulders stay relaxed. Okay, I'm going to pause the music. Pause your flap. Deep breath in. Engage mole bond. Hold. Exhale. Drop the hands to the lap. Engage mole bond again. And now resting your hands in your lap, the right on top of the left. Okay, we're just going to kind of sit in this nice Buddha kind of posture here. And if you're comfortable, chant along with me. The Kriya calls for some chanting from here on out. This one is very rapid. It's a test for endurance, the description says. So the chant goes har, 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 hari. 6 times har and then hari. Har, 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 hari. Har, H-A-R, is creativity, manifested creativity. And hari is like even more so, the reality of that creativity becoming reality. Har, 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 hari. And then the endurance part of this is not only the speed of articulating the sounds, but with every har, we're supposed to pull in on the navel. So it's a very quick pull, repetitive pull. Har, 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 hari. Har, 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 hari. Har, 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 hari. With the rest of you staying very relaxed. Okay, so try it along with me. We will do this for a minute and then go into some stretches and then a few more different chants to end the Kriya. Har, 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 hari. 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 That's good. Inhale deep through the nose. Hold. Engage mole bond. Exhale. Engage mole bond again. And then breathe normally in and out the nose. Well, that was making me smile because what a little jiggle for the whole internal system. Really a good exercise for the lymph. I was wondering why there was so much chanting for a lymphatic, Kriya for the lymphatic system, but it just suddenly clicked. I felt it made sense through us in a sensation, kind of experiential kind of way. All right, so like a cat, it says we're going to, I don't know how cats can do this. We're going to clasp your paws, turn your fingers up, and stretch up as far as you can, and then lean to one side, come back up to the center, stretch up, and then lean. So always stretching up further in the center, and then allowing yourself to lean to the other side. Okay. And begin. Whatever pace you'd like. Inhale to the center, exhale to the side. Inhale to the center, exhale to the other side. And come up to the center, inhale. Exhale. And move the music back a little. We're going to end with 3 different chants, okay? Follow me. Again, if you're comfy, and if you're comfortable doing this. We're gonna say God, okay? God and me and God are one. God and me and God are one. Again, one hand on the other, the left. Me and God are one. Eyes closed, follow me. God and me and God are one. 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 Now we'll switch it up. I am thee, thou is me is thou. I am thee, thou is me is thou. I am thee, thee is me is thou. I am thou, thou is me is thou. I am thee, 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 thou is me is thou. One more. I am thee, thou is me is thou. And now, all things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God and all things go to God. Good. Inhale deep through the nose. Hold. Engage more bonds. Allow the energy, the vibration. Everything around us is vibration. Allow it to travel up, up, up. All things come from God and all things go to God. God is all the vibrations around us, inside of us. Every vibrating atom, every vibrating electron is God. Exhale. Engage more bond. Inhale through the nose. Exhale and gently, gently, gently come down into full Shavasana. Rest. Very important to allow the body to take it easy for a moment after a Kriya like this. Really done a lot of flushing into the system. The body needs to integrate and understand what has happened to it. So please cover up if you're more comfy that way. Take a moment to lie down. Legs spread as wide as you're comfortable. Feet splayed out to either side. Adjust your hips so that the legs are fully relaxed. Adjust your shoulders, arms out to the side, palms facing up. And then move your neck and your head from left to right, adjusting the skull, finding that perfect place of comfort. Allow gravity to take over. We're only here for like 2 minutes, so enjoy every second of release here, of allowing gravity to take over, even the muscles in your face. Let them all be neutral, no frown, no smile, complete neutrality in the brow and the hairline. Even the ears relax. Let's allow the breath to deepen. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rotate the wrists and the ankles in one direction and then switch directions. Waking up the body. Bring your hands over your head and stretch, stretch, stretch. Long, 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 long. Yawn. Bring one knee up. Cross it over the body in a very gentle cat stretch to one side. Send that knee up and back down. Other knee comes up and over the body in the other direction. Gentle cat stretch here. Send that knee up and the leg back down. Feet in the air, hands in the air. Rub the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet together, stimulating all 72,000 nerve endings. Go ahead and take a rock from left to right if that feels good. If not, go ahead and come to your side. Push yourself up to seated. Rock forward and back if you can. Coming back up to sit, and we will close practice. Oh, that was good timing, hey? Okay. So, yes, make sure that you drink a lot of water today, as I just can't iterate that enough. I'm cleaning out my closet right now, and you know, there's always this stage. I think we've all experienced this when you clean out a desk or a room, a closet, anything. Things get worse before they get better, and that's much the same when we're doing a Kriya like this. And sometimes any Kriya, especially if you're new to Kundalini yoga and you're like, I feel like crap. Why would I continue doing this? Try and keep in mind, if you can, intellectually, that this is the storm before the calm. You're really mixing up and stirring a lot of mud up from the base of this water into the beautiful placid lake. And so it's a process. And again, like cleaning the closet, sometimes things really get overwhelming and disastrous before they can get better and tidy. And we have to go through that sorting process sometimes in life, and practicing yoga is a sorting process. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, press them into each other. We'll sing our beautiful sunshine song twice, once for yourself, perhaps a second time for somebody else or a collective of people you feel need it. And we'll end with one long sat and a short nam. Truth is my name. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sat Nam. We bow in deep gratitude to all the yogis, all the teachers, all the sages who have passed down these marvelous traditions of movement, mantra, and meditation, so that in practicing them we can be the cleansing, purest versions of ourselves in this moment and in every moment, today and every day. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has helped you. And if it has, perhaps share it with someone else you think that it might help. We'll see you next week for more meditative practice. Have a good week ahead.